Billboard Philippines Volumes.
On this episode of Billboard Philippines Volumes, we have Janine Teñoso on the show who shares with us her first memory with the music, how she's getting ready for her first solo concert, and what she has in store for the future. All that and more as we turn up the volume on Janine.
Billboard Philippines Volumes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Billboard Philippines Volumes, where we turn up the volume on your favorite artist stories. And today we are with a constant on our Billboard Philippines charts, the top Philippine songs, and also the Billboard Hot 100. We are with Miss Janine Teñoso. Hello, make some noise.
Hi.
Okay, Eto, thank you for being here today. And I'm just going to say this right out of the gate. I know you don't usually do interviews and you don't usually do these type of shows. So I'm super excited to have you here today.
Yeah, I am excited as well. It's first time.
I think I think you're one of the artists that everyone's heard, but not many people know your story.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I want to start today. I want to start with an early memory with you. And this is a question we ask a lot here on the show. It's what is your first memory with music?
Well, I started singing since I was 6 years old because I saw my sister join like singing contests and all. She's 6 years older than me, so I think that's my first memory of like music. Just seeing my sister on stage and like performing, and that's when I like made a decision that I want to like join like vocal classes and like I want to be like my sister. So yeah, and then I started singing around that time, like in church. That's where I got into songwriting in church, and then yeah, it eventually just flourished, and I joined like TV contests, and around like 2016. I joined the TV5 Born to Be a Star, and that's where Viva got me. Yeah, and then after that, I kind of like released my first song under them, which was like self-penned. But then it's called Fall, the first song that I released. But then after that, I went on to singing like OSTs, soundtracks for their movies, and for a while, it kind of like got stuck there for like 3 years full of OSTs and all, where Dina Muli was released. Like Dina Muli was a cover. Um, that I did for a movie, Sid and Aya, Not a Love Story. And then, yeah. But then I got back, I guess, into songwriting during the pandemic. So, yeah. And then now it's just like full of EPs. I just released like two
Yes.
EPs.
Yes,
Like,
two amazing projects.
thank you. The first one was Cuento Cecily, the
Mm.
EP. That was just like a compilation of my materials from before pa, when I was a teenager. And then now a year ago I released Apat na Buwan EP, which has Hulaan in it.
Yes.
This was the recent single.
Which
Yeah.
did incredibly well.
Thank you so much.
I guess having all this happen and just having music just run through your entire life, seeing your songs not only on the charts but be loved and known by the whole nation, leading up to now your first ever solo concert. How does it feel that all these years have gone by and now you're about to set foot on your biggest solo stage ever?
How does it feel?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I'm just really happy because like I'm seeing all the hard work like pay off from, because like I said, I started singing since I was 6, and it's always been like something that I wanted to like go into, like music, like sharing my songs out there. So now that I get the chance to like share it like through a concert, like through like a big location, I would say, yeah, I think I'm happy, and honestly, at the same time, I'm kind of nervous because, like, of course, this is gonna be the first time that I would ever go on stage for a solo, concert. I was always supporting like different artists as well that I've collabed with, but this is the first time that it's gonna be just about
It's
the
your
solo
concert.
songs. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I mean, having been able to, I guess, going into the collaboration part, how did these collaborations come together? I mean, we've seen you collaborate with artists like Cup of Joe and
Yeah.
just so many different people. Na, how did these things come together?
Um, honestly, for my first collaboration was with Arthur Nery.
Oh
It's called,
yes,
yeah, Pelicula.
yes,
That was
amazing song.
that was written during pandemic. So we were following each other already on Instagram. I was like a fan of his music. And then he just kind of messaged me on Instagram, like, you wanna collab, ganun.
Yeah.
Tapos sabi ko, game! Why not?
Easy as that.
Yeah, that was slide into the DMs.
Musician
Yeah.
slide.
Yeah,
Oo.
tapos nagpass ako ng chord progressions sa kanya na parang this is what I was picturing for the chorus, and then he kind of like sang over it. Tapos yun na, as in yung buong song na yun nabuo over Instagram. Same with Tingin with Cup of Joe. Yun naman, that's like that was written 2023. So Cup of Joe messaged me also on Instagram. It's
Ikaw
Gian.
na.
Si Gian.
Oo.
And then Gian was like, do you wanna like collab? And then syempre nag-yes ako and all. But this time they called me over FaceTime. So they kind of like play the guitar, si Rafa and si Gian. They played the guitar and they sang the chorus of Tingin over FaceTime. Tapos sabi ko, wow, ang ganda ng chorus. Sobrang tumatak talaga siya sa akin. And then that day na we FaceTimed, I worked over the second verse of Tingin overnight. Like, I was awake from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. fixing the second verse and like writing over it. And then around 5 a.m. I sent to Gian my second verse. Tapos sabi ko, Gian, eto, check nyo if like okay kayo dun sa ginawa kong second verse. And I was surprised because Gian was awake. Tas
He
yun
was awake
pala,
too.
yeah, Gian was still in college pala. That's
Okay.
why. Kaya awake siya ng 5 a.m. And then, sabi niya, oh, ba't ka gising pa? Ganito, 5 a.m. na. Sabi ko, tinapos ko para ma-record na natin. Ganyan-ganyan. Tapos pinakinggan nila. Tapos sabi nila, game na yan. And then, 3 days after, we went to Baguio na to record Tingin.
Wow.
Yeah. It was that fast.
What was that experience like in Baguio? Because I know sila Shad and
Yeah.
the whole team up there, they're recording. So like when you were recording the song, what was it like?
Super saya, honestly, and very collaborative, I would say. Everyone was just, sharing their ideas, and no one was, kind of like overpowering. As in, parang pare-pareho ng contribution and all. And yeah, it was fun. I had great memories during Tingin.
I know things should never be about numbers or those type of things, but I love what the numbers can tell us. And when you think of a song like Tingin or pretty much throughout your catalog, you have multiple songs with 100 million, 200 million, 300 million na streams. And that's just on one platform. We're not talking about the rest na YouTube, Apple, and all these other things. Na we're sitting here with an artist that maybe has been listened to 500 million to a billion times by people not only in the Philippines but around the world. How does it feel that so many people are resonating with your music, listening to your music, and holding your music dear to them?
The people messaging me about my songs that they resonate with the songs that I make, for me it's like a bonus because like whenever I get to create songs inside my room like all alone, I don't actually think of that na parang um I don't think na someone is might be going through what I'm going through, but I'm thinking of what I was going through that moment. And so whenever someone messages me, yun nga, using my songs as a way for them to heal, or as a way for them to be angry and like release all the tension and like the traumas that they've gone through. Yeah, for me that's like an extra, like a I guess a gift, like a bonus for like what I was intentionally, doing. So yeah.
I love to hear that. I mean, you're in your room, in your room, just like writing what you're feeling, not thinking about the outcome, not thinking about what's going to happen to the song or whatever it's going to be. You're just there being creative, releasing a moment,
Yeah.
being an artist pretty much. And the outcome of it is that maybe that's why people are drawn to it even more, because it's real. It's a real emotion. It's really what happened. It makes me more excited to ask now that you've put out a few EPs, you've put out a lot of good music, you've put out a lot of even singles and things like this, OSTs. When are we going to get a bigger project? And is one on the way?
uh, like an album, like
Yes.
yeah, I'm working on it. um Hopefully by next year, probably, or like late this year. So
Now that's exciting, because what you just said, where your first EP, you're drawing from teenage experiences, a
yeah.
younger you, and then pandemic hits and you have another EP with maybe where you're at right now, leading into an album next year. What would you say this album's about? What would you say, like, what you're feeling, and what can we expect from this album?
Honestly, because I wrote my second EP while I was 23 years old.
Yeah.
So that
It's
was
it's been
yeah.
a minute.
Yeah. So right, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So um yeah, I wrote like Apat na Buwan, which was my second EP, about me getting out of my childhood home. Like, so there's a lot of like, realization about myself and like my identity once you're no longer in your comfort zone. So that's what that EP is about. I guess the the album, I would say, is going to be about just the growth in that space that I'm already comfortable being alone and like not being in the childhood home already. Like just who am I now that I am comfortable naman being alone. So yeah.
Growth.
Yeah.
It's about growth.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
that.
Always,
Uh,
always.
I guess last thing I'd like to talk about today is just, now that you've had a plethora of hits, you're gonna about to have your first big solo concert. What is the vision for yourself and your music? What is the goal? And what are you most trying to attain when it looks like you've already achieved everything? What's next for you?
Oh wow. There's a lot. There's
Yes,
still
let's
a lot.
go.
Yeah, so well, right now I'm working towards the concert, so it's gonna be a first for me, and then the album. So I guess the goal has always been just to share the music and just to share what I've gone through and what I've been going through as a woman, or like, you know, just like you said, like growth as an artist and as a person. So that's always been the goal. But I guess career wise, I would say I'd like to, just I guess widen
Yep.
whoever I'm gonna tap, whichever
If
market.
we're gonna widen 500 to a billion people listening, let's widen it some more. Pero no, that's amazing. I always love sitting here with artists that really are just trying to share themselves with the rest of the world, connect with people. And I think that's what good art and good music is at the core of it. So we're super excited for your album. Please let us know more about that. Excited for your concert coming up, and we'll look forward to the rest of your journey because I don't think it stops.
Yeah,
If you're an artist that just shares their journey constantly, that's something you can do for the rest of your
that's
life.
true. Yeah, you just never stop.
Exactly. This has been Billboard Philippines Volumes. Here with Janine today. Catch us on all the socials, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Billboard. Thank you, Brett.
Billboard Philippines.